from Ricoh Coliseum in Toronto. It's the American Hockey League on Leafs TV. Tonight, Game 3 of the Calder Cup Finals featuring Ben Scrivens and the Toronto Marlies and the visiting Norfolk Admirals. Here we go, Game 3 about to get set.
Not yet 3 minutes has been played, right wing side. Into Angelidis, who drives the net hard, and there's the first collision of Game 3 with Ben Scrivens as the Admirals go right to the front of the net again. Admirals will now send through center. 3 wide, they come out. Palat drops for Conacher, back to Palat to the net, and then the trailer is stopped by Scrivens as Johnson is robbed in front. Now a melee to the left of Scrivens, and again, tempers flare early in Game 3. Dupuis back to the point, Lashoff. Knuckler off the goal post as it changed directions, and only the iron kept that one out. Here's an opportunity for Palat, shorthanded, in alone. What a save! Ben Scrivens with the left hand shuts the door against the Norfolk opportunity.
Well, you need your goaltender to come up with big saves at the right moments.
Zigomanis stretches out for Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton on the fly, left wing to Ashton. Stopped in front, rebound. Hamilton denied on the second chance.
Well, that's one of those plays where you wish Hamilton was a right shot.
Scott trying to take it right back in a battle. Fraser keeps it alive. That hits the body, though. Doesn't go in. Now it's stolen. Ashton with Scott alone in front to the goal. And Scott couldn't pick it out of midair. Instead, the left hand of that man did. Tokarski makes a save to Lauren. Drops inside the Toronto zone to Koska. Still with it. Wrist shot stopped by Scrivens, and it lay loose for a moment, but Ben Scrivens finds it with the left hand in tight.
Well, Ben Scrivens making sure he doesn't allow that puck to get by him.
Conacher on the rush. Right wing side. Cuts to the slot. Dishes one-timer. They score. No, off the goal post. That hit the post behind Scrivens to his left as it ripped through him from Johnson. Admirals thought they had one now. It'll be the end of period 2, and the Marlies will keep the goose eggs on the board, and that's the best thing Scrivens has seen lately.
We're going to get a conference between the goal judge and the referee now after all 4 referees meet at center ice. It's Conacher who comes back and cuts across the grain, and then he gives that puck into the lane for Johnson with the one-time shot, and I think it goes off the short side goal post and then the far side goal post and bounces back out. And you don't see any twine move in that instance, so I believe it's going to be a scoreless game.
And it is signaled there. Remember, no video review, which is why they bring the goal judge over. So what we're seeing, the officials don't have the pleasure of viewing, but it doesn't change the mind from the original call. Deschamps right into the play, gets a second crack, plays it behind to Hamilton. Looking for someone else. It's Dupuis who picks it up, fires on, stop, rebound, Hamilton! Stoned down low by Dustin Tokarski, who sprawls out to make the save with the left leg. Marlies change on the fly, puck comes right at him. What a pad stop by Scrivens to contort himself enough to make the save off a one-hopper. Keeping a watchful eye is Lashoff, and the Marlies will catch a break on the change as well, but Scott has to come defensively with Panik on the move. That off the shoulder, off the post and up against Ben Scrivens as he probably feels like he's in the middle of a firing range. Traffic on both sides of Scrivens. Fanning out behind the net, though, is Johnson. Johnson with it. Head fakes a pass to the slot. Wrist shot gloved away by Ben Scrivens as he makes certain everyone knows that one was stopped. Here come the Admirals again. Drop past Picard. Reels it in. And what a stop by Scrivens to come across and rob Siegel on the doorstep. Oberg falls. Hamilton in hard. Sends over to the ice again. Zigomanis. Hamilton can't get a shot away as his stick was tied up.
What a smart play by Mike Zigomanis to let that puck go between his legs, but Hamilton can't corral it enough to get that shot.
Picard takes a stretch pass, however, nicely covered there by Gardner, and then coming over late Lashoff. Killorn to the net. Scrivens makes a save, knocked down by Picard, and Scrivens wants a penalty but won't find one. He's got to get back up. 15 seconds left in the third period, and Scrivens struggles to his feet. Labrie. As Picard is knocked down, Scrivens taking matters into his own hands. Scrivens down. Now a shot through a maze of players. It's blocked. And game 3 is headed to overtime. Scoreless through 3 periods. The Admirals and Marlies will have a fight to the finish. Up ice, off the stick of D'Amigo. Little roll, Gardner saves it to the net. Knuckler, Tokarski makes the save and had to against Dupuis as well, as that one rolled in, and I don't know if Dustin saw all of that. Siegel weaves his way in to the slot. Wrist shot stop. Scrivens won't have to make another save as he wanted to cover, but it was cleared. Scrivens, awkward bounce, and they score. A heartbreak finish in game 3 as an awkward bounce ends up in the then empty net. And the Admirals will win off a fluke shot 1-0 in game 3.